What is up, guys? Val here with my first video ever on this channel, and I've been playing a lot of this game, Sea of Thieves, lately, and I thought I would share with you guys some of the loadouts that I've come across and used in PvP and PvE and just, you know, whatever in the game. So we're going to go ahead and go over those 4 loadouts. We have the basic loadout, the PvP loadout, the PvE loadout, and the sailor loadout. So the first loadout is the basic loadout. And for that, it's basically what you start off with in the game, which is the pistol and the cutlass right here. So we're going to go ahead and equip those. Now, the reason this one is called the basic set is because it's kind of well-rounded. It's good for pretty much everything. The sword is a really good weapon to have because it has so many amazing uses. You know, you can use it to clear mobs. It has like a 3-hit combo. You can use it to dash as well, to get a little distance between you and the enemy or get up close to them. And then you can also block with it. And yeah, it's really useful to have, especially when you're, you know, on an island surrounded by a ton of skeletons, because you can hit multiple skeletons with one swing, which is really cool. Now, the reason the pistol is here is because it is the most balanced of the 3 ranged weapons, and that's because it can shoot pretty far if it has to, and the reload is pretty quick. Recoil is not too bad, and then you can also use it up close too, if you really need to. It's just a really well-rounded ranged weapon, and those are the 2 weapons you use with the basic set. Now, the second set is specifically for PvP, and what you're going to want to do is put the blunderbuss in the first slot and the pistol in the second, and it's already there. Let's go ahead and get more ammo. Now, the reason I choose the blunderbuss and the pistol, 2 ranged weapons, is because when you're in a battle with other pirates, it's all about taking them out as quickly as possible, and with a sword you're not really going to do that, you know. The blunderbuss is the #1 weapon for PvP, and the reason for that is because if you get up close to someone, you know, aim down sights right in their face, it will one-shot them. So this is the only weapon in the game that you can actually use to one-shot people at full health, as far as I know. Please let me know if I'm wrong in the comment section. I would love to know. So yeah, blunderbuss is pretty much the best weapon for PvP, and then, you know, I have the pistol here as well because it's also a ranged weapon. And you know, if you're getting up close to someone and they notice you coming at them with a blunderbuss, a lot of times they'll just run away. And when that happens, you switch to your pistol and you engage them in a mid-range combat fight. So yeah, this is the loadout for PvP. Alright, so for the next loadout, this is going to be what you use when you're just questing, you know, maybe doing a raid or fighting some skeletons, and it's going to be the cutlass and the blunderbuss. And the reason for that is the cutlass has unlimited ammo. You know, you can't run out of sword hits. You can use them infinitely, which is really important when you're on an island with limited supplies. You know, you can't just come back to the ship and restock your ammo every time, and there's not always an ammo crate on the islands that you're on. So the sword is essential for PvE. And the blunderbuss, I chose this because, once again, it does so much damage. You know, you get up close to a skeleton and you shoot them right in the face, it does so much damage. And for some of the skeleton enemies, it actually one-shots them too, just like pirates. So this is the loadout I use for PvE, player versus enemy. Now, for the last loadout, we're going to be choosing the cutlass in slot 1 and the Eye of Reach in slot 2. Now, when I say sailor loadout, I mean this is what you use when you're just on your ship, you know, in between point A and point B, trying to get to an island. Choose the sword just because you can actually use it as a little movement tool, you know, just getting across the ship a little bit faster. It's just a good movement tool to have. And the Eye of Reach, on top of it being a ranged weapon, you know, you can shoot people from really far away, you can actually use this as a telescope. So you don't have to switch to your scope to look at an island. You can just use your sniper and look at an island that way too. So it's like a weapon and a scope all in one. And that's the reason I use the Eye of Reach and the cutlass for my sailor loadout. Now, out of all 4 of these, probably the most well-rounded one is the basic set, and that is what you start off with when you spawn into the game, which is the sword and the pistol, because you can never go wrong with a pistol. It's good for so many different things. It's good for PvP, it's good for PvE, it's a great weapon. And the sword, again, for the movement ability, and because it has unlimited uses. Alright guys, that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope these 4 loadouts that I went over help you guys during your Sea of Thieves adventure. Be sure to smack that like button before you go, and let me know in the comments section if you guys have any other loadouts that you prefer to use. What do you think are the best weapons to use in Sea of Thieves for which situation? And hit that subscribe button to see more content, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.